it goes back to the experience.
Exactly.
At first it was using a website. Then it became to you go to shops in brick and mortars and you actually see how the outfit looks on you. But you actually had to go there. Now, at the comfort of your home, you're actually able to experience whatever the brand wants you to experience. So, and again, it's there, but it hasn't been taken to the masses yet. And even I was in a conference 2 weeks ago in Germany, Mexico, and you had a whole section of a whole hall purely about metaverses, Web3. So it's there, it's just how, but it goes back to the education side. It's not just because a brand has a metaverse, they're going to succeed and make millions. It all goes back to content. What are you offering to your audience? Privacy, location, and then yes, it will make sense whether to go to the metaverse or not. It's just like where you have brands, they have to be on social media. Yes, because that's where the audience is. Soon you're going to have, okay, which metaverse I need to enter as a brand, or do I go and create my own metaverse? Because as you mentioned, the whole aspect of the blockchain aspect and all is to build communities. So imagine now having your communities and offering them an experience, whether it's physically in a store or in the metaverse virtually or on a website. So you're offering different ways that might interest the user itself.
And look, it's as well for the people. Because as well, metaverses, they have been built there for people to be creative.
Yeah,
right?
Guys, you can go crazy.
If I'm a creative person, I can make a lot of money and I can make people happy because I'm creative.
Yeah.
All of these like experiences that we're talking about, if you are a person and this metaverse allows you to build an entertainment park, right? You build that entertainment park with you crazy, I don't know.
It's limitless. It's just like
anything you
Matrix,
think about. Jumping from somewhere, ending up with somewhere, new characters, new like masks and stuff like that. And people come and pay you 0.1 cents for that. And you get paid for it because you were creative and you gave them something they would use. It's the community as well. It's not in the hands of the billionaires anymore. You can be no one, sitting at your home, have $10 at the end of the day in your account, and you can go to a metaverse, sign up, go inside, create a wallet, start providing value to this community. They will appreciate, they'll pay you for that, you start moving. That's what we call democracy, right? That's democracy. Everything is available to everyone. How you can be different is by you being unique. And that's when you start triggering the brain of people saying, become unique, be yourself, be intelligent. You start getting the rewards of it.
And that's where basically, again, a misconception or the perception of AI, everybody's afraid of AI and stuff. It's just basically, you should embrace AI because AI is going to remove your day-to-day activities and tasks and the repetitive admin stuff, allowing you to focus on the creativity. So that's creativity goes up and the repetitive stuff actually goes down.
It's similar to when VW at some point in the international markets, they used to produce 1,000 cars per month as an example, and they used to utilize 60 people to do that. Now they utilize 1 million cars with like utilizing 500 people, but the machine has changed. This is dangerous and not dangerous, but I'm happy about it because I don't know if everyone will agree to this, but the generation now, they became so relaxed, taking things easy and taking things for granted. And they do not want to put the hard work. And this discussion actually I had with a lot of people in the market, and they tell you we are experiencing a lot of this. They want to jump the ladder so fast. I understand, and this is great, and put this ambition, but step by step. Be fast by learning. Be fast by being unique, but don't be fast because you want to be fast and you want to reach the top of the ladder easily, because life is not like this. And AI will come to teach them the lesson.
100%. Because
AI, what is your, today I would put you an example, you versus AI. Who will generate this for me faster than you? Of course the AI.
100%.
So what's your value? Because you're smarter than the AI. We generated AI as human beings. So you will feed the AI with the right information, and then from there, it will start giving you the results. So you have to be smart, creative, and intelligent to lead that AI to the right direction you want them to give you as a result.
100%.
Right? So that's why we started as MEmob to embrace this in our technologies, in our platforms. We are testing it. I'm not gonna say Like everyone's like, oh, we have AI today, you know, like no, we are in the testing phase to see how it would best fit our business.
And the solutions that you provide.
And the solution we provide to the AdTech industry, because we're an AdTech company, and we're gonna take it out.
Again, it's like, I believe that's Elon Musk has mentioned. He said that AI will not replace humans, but humans using AI will actually replace humans. So it's like literally embrace it. And again, it's not just a buzzword. It's not like the NFTs or the Metaverse. It's highly consumable. It's like you actually see the results. You're talking about billions of users already on a monthly basis making use of it. So it's just, again, it's just how you use it at the most ethical way. But again, it goes back to how creative you are and how serious you are in terms of like using it to your best ability.
And I would like to say, like, for the next sessions maybe that we're going to come into, we're going to speak about the scandals that happened internationally by not utilizing the data properly, why it's so important. You as a person, when you go and opt out from Apple or Android from advertisements, what does that mean, right? It doesn't mean that you're not targeted anymore, but it has a lot of different aspects. And looking into it, why it's beneficial for you to go for trusted brands to say, I'm okay to share with you this information. What is in return for me and how you're going to use it. And that's a complete
different
volume of information and discussions you're going to put in, like actual if you want, moments has happened in the world where you see companies shut down because of that, and they have changed the path of history because of data, and they were not legit, and they were like playing with that one, and there's no rules and regulations were followed. And I'm 100% on the GDPR compliance. Yes, rules has to be done, to be set there. And data, I think at some point it was, data is the new oil, at some point 2016, 17. Today I would say data is the currency, the new currency of the world. And as you see, brands on like technologies are trying to implement chips under your skin.
They want all of them want to embrace their first party data. They don't want to share with them. You know, they've spent they spend so much gathering those data. So they want to keep it in themselves. They want to actually embrace it, nurture them, create the whole community.
And that's the only way moving forward. I just like random information before we are out of time for today, is that in 1 year, 1 year and a half, in Europe, you're not going to be allowed to advertise anymore for chocolate.
What's that?
So chocolate, because you know that you are enticing people to go eat chocolate, and it's sometimes not that healthy.
Affect the human being.
And affecting the human being and the diabetes, and because you don't know if that person has diabetes or not, so you might be throwing that.
So only to the ones that have explicitly given you consent that I love chocolate will only see that.
And then you can target them with the chocolate brand.
It's a major cleanup.
100%. So
which is great.
And this will limit a lot of phishing, a lot of you know, like bad impact on humanity, which is great. So that's when zero-party data comes in place, and that's why brands similar to chocolate brands, right,
should embrace it from now.
Should embrace it from now. Start working, and I started working with the brands internationally, especially in Europe. They thought ahead of time, and now they're working with MEmob on how we can get our customers today, where we have access to them before this hits. Because today you have access to everyone. Everyone can tell you, I like chocolate, I don't like chocolate. Tomorrow, or when this happens, how are you going to get to know the people that like chocolate? You cannot reach out to people asking them if they like chocolate or not. So that's where they have to start now. There's a lot. I urge brands and marketeers sitting on international brands in the MENA market to start looking into what they are doing outside and the new regulations that they would come in place, because we always follow.
It's already happening there, so it's going to come in the MENA region anyway.
So don't be late on this. Hit it. Cookieless world, we've been talking about this. I think we're going to talk about it
next year.
In a year or so. They pushed it, but they're going to go that. What does it mean for cookieless world? What we have to do. Idealist world, what we have to do, right? There's always solutions, but it's going to start limiting you as a person to go and say, I have all of this, but I have to work for it. And then working for it means you're working with the people and the audience hand in hand. And from now.
Goes back to the community.
100%.
All right, so one last thing. Ihab, as a leader in the industry, where do you see the future of data intelligence and marketing technology headed in the next decade?
It's going to be a tough road to drive on. In the presence of, you know, the big mammoths of Google and Facebook and the monopoly and the W3 leading the communication on the data. Nevertheless, I'm a big believer in all of the ad tech industry where we are trying to democratize, the whole advertising world. Definitely is not gonna be as easy as it used to be before, but we will pave the way towards that. We found solutions before. We're gonna keep finding solutions now. Data will be the key, of course. Everyone is moving towards the data. People will embrace data because they will start getting the benefits of that data as well. Everyone is opening their eyes. What is in it for me? And that's what our ad tech companies now, and I saw a lot of them when I fly around in Europe and US thinking about people first. It's gonna come to an enrichment, of course, it's gonna go down and it's gonna go up again.
Nice.
At some point in Europe, companies closed because of GDPR compliance, because they had a lot of time and money to put there to clean, right? Like Drawbridge, for example. We all know Drawbridge and what happened. They were one of the most amazing companies, and at some point they shut down completely.
Yeah.
We've seen that happening, but then at that point, people started learning again about GDPR and they went up again, and they fixed it, they launched it, and then now it's maybe dropping down again, but it's gonna go up. So it's an always of continuous work and learning, and it's gonna go down and up again. So it's never gonna stop. It's gonna evolve massively from a no tracking to cookie to a device ID to a unified device ID to a cookieless world. All of this will keep going. So we're gonna be there. Addresses as an example for the blockchain. It's not gonna stop, but it's gonna keep going. It's gonna be difficult.
But again, as long as transparency is at your core and what you're offering, there's nothing to be worried about, because again, this is where you differentiate yourself from as MEmob Plus to any other competitors out there, if any.
If 100%.
Amazing insights. We went a bit technical. Loved every bit of it. So wish you the best. If anybody wants to reach out to you, where do they go? How can they find out?
They can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm there, available, Ihab El Yaman. They can reach out to me via our website. We have our website, memob.com. And
we'll put it in the description as well.
Yeah, we're going to put it in the description. And we are more than happy to come do any kind of roadshow explaining any kind of the aspect of the ad tech, advertising, or as for the blockchain, because we're doing these more often now with big agencies, with direct clients, giving them ideations, giving them the consultancy on what to do for them moving forward.
Perfect. Wish you the best, Ihab.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.